Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Tonight we're going to be playing some more of Star Trek Resurgence. Where we last left off, we had just beamed aboard the Elydian ship, which was spouting some noxious gas. And so we're going on board the ship to hopefully save as many of them as we can and bring them aboard the U.S.S. Whatever the name of our ship is. Resolute. There we go. The U.S.S. Resolute. So that's where we're going to head back into the game. So let's get back into it with more of Star Trek Resurgence on the PlayStation 5.
The ship's life support. It's almost completely drained.
And the other systems, too.
Oh no.
We gotta get to their transporter room.
Well, time to explore. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think these guys are pretty much screwed. Well, there's obviously a battle going to happen if they're already having me take out my Type 2 phaser at this point.
The atmosphere in here is turning to poison. All of these Elydians are going to die if we don't get them out of here.
We got this.
These must
We're
close
Starfleet.
in case of emergency. They don't have enough power left to function. Carter, give them a charge with your phaser. Should make them open.
I see, you're hidden from me. There we go.
It's not working.
No power's running through any of this. We gotta get them open manually.
Stop! I am the ranking officer here. State your intentions. We are under siege. Explain yourselves.
Our intention? Your leaders asked for our help.
And they sent you?
Whoa there.
I am still able to stand. What are you trying to do?
We gotta get into your transporter room.
Then we can get your people off the ship.
sure they're
Alright,
evenly
this is the first
spaced.
time I've ever actually
We
seen
need to
this
manually adjust beam
done in a
trajectories
Star
to
Trek
connect.
game, where we
I got this
actually
one.
have to
You
set
get
up
the others.
pattern enhancers to beam people out. I don't think this has ever been done in a game before. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so we just need to set them up first, and then we'll worry about arranging them.
Is that the new Star Trek game?
Hey, yes it is. I've been streaming it for the past 2 days. This is part 3 of the stream. And thank you for joining in. Alright. Set up all our pattern enhancers. And now we just need to align them. So we'll start with this one. We just want to align them in a...
It looks interesting.
It definitely is. It's really well done. It's the story, the writing is phenomenal. It actually feels like, I don't want to say an episode of the show, but it definitely feels like a movie. It feels like a Hollywood Star Trek movie. It's very well done. And a lot of great cameos as well, with classic Star Trek actors. And this is our final pattern enhancer. There we go. All set.
Alright. The pattern enhancers are aligned and ready to go. Let's round them up.
These will boost the signal so we can transport through the storm. We have a shuttle outside this ship that will route the signal to the Resolute.
All crew to Transporter Room 2. We are evacuating.
We're live.
Here they come.
It's always funny how the admirals are always
Okay, coordinates.
portrayed as
Beam
being
status.
grumpy as hell. It's
Energizing controls.
all of his crew are
Please
dying.
step
He
on
just
the
comes in
platform so we
like
can evacuate.
no shit's given.
Crew goes first, Harminter.
Sir,
I mean it.
you! Get on the platform already!
Okay. The interface is in Elydian, but the layout is the same as a Starfleet transporter. I just gotta do what I did before. Select the people to transport. Plot a path through the ionic interference. Path goes through too much interference, it won't work. Okay, just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output.
All of this to transport, which is kind of funny because that would pretty much be what it would be like. You have to do a lot of work here. I feel like that previous signal gain wasn't high enough. We want to get this at our max. Let's see. We're not getting much signal off of this one.
There wasn't enough power.
No.
Need to look for the place where the waveforms are farthest apart.
I feel like I hit that last one too soon again.
Lock it in at the point where the lines are farthest apart. at this range, the interference is too much. The system is suggesting better transport coordinates. DS the shuttle. You're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
All right.
Waypoint's been added to the navigational computer. There, Commander. Give or take 50 meters.
So we just want to get to these coordinates without hitting everything. Got a lot of obstacles to get through here. That was close.
You have to keep away from the lightning.
Damn. All right. I didn't think I hit anything there. Now, our waypoint is... Did we pass it already? Take our shuttle up here. Just spin around quickly. Alright, there's our waypoint.
So are you controlling all the moves?
Yes. Yes, I am controlling
Now go
everything.
to away team.
The only thing you don't control is, you know, the dialogue,
Energize.
unless you have specific things to say. This game, every choice you make affects the story, so there is a lot of replayability.
In the pattern buffer.
So, like, things you say in your first
Resolute
playthrough will change the story, and if you go for a second playthrough of the game, the things you say differently will affect the story as well. So there's multiple endings based on your decisions.
This is Resolute. We have the Olydians safely aboard.
We did it! I was so worried this wouldn't work. We got this.
Good work. Keep it up.
Yes, Commander.
This is Commander Rydek. We're holding steady. Signal is good. Keep them coming.
Admiral, you're next.
I've made it clear. I only leave after those in my charge.
Sir, I must insist you go so you can lead our people. I will see to any stragglers.
Yes, that may be for the best. But first, let me thank our human saviors. I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
You're very welcome, Admiral.
Does Starfleet let you wear another fleet's medal?
We will find out.
We're back. We're ready for...
Get the Admiral to safety.
Energize.
Massive power surge!
Sending available power to the annular confinement beam. I have the Olydians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signal to send them through to the Resolute. Nor can I materialize them here.
We need a better position with the Resolute.
Another one? Holy shit. I realize we have an ion storm that's causing interference, but come on. Alright, so let's head to the new waypoint. So the thing I like about this game is it's not reliant on fighting and combat, which a lot of previous Star Trek games, unfortunately, relied on. A lot of space combat and a lot of fighting.
We're almost there.
Which is not what Star Trek is about. This one is not like that at all. Yes, there is combat, but it's not at the center of the game. It's mostly about solving puzzles and negotiation. Which is realistically what Starfleet was. Starfleet was essentially a space military that was designed to keep the peace between rival aliens and stuff like that. That's what Star Trek was at its heart. And that's what this game pretty much is. It's a very diplomatic kind of a game.
I am losing their patterns. I need more power, but internal relays are not functioning.
I'll do it manually. Do it!
I am trying. I will lose the transport if I do not have more time. The signal is resolving.
Please!
She's gonna end up killing herself. I don't know what to do here. Complete transport or save Bedrosian. If we complete the transport, then they will transport over successfully. But that will kill her. But then if we save her, that will kill all of the aliens that we're transporting over. So realistically, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Which is a line that Star Trek always said. So let's do complete transport. Yeah.
Finish the transport.
I have them. Transport complete.
It's gonna suck, but... Oh, damn. I think she's dead. Yeah. But, hey, at least we saved all of our...
She is injured.
Our crew.
Lieutenant Bedrosian has been injured, but the last transport was successful.
Oh, thanks, B.
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge. We can no longer serve as the transporter node.
Carter, these readings are off the charts. The source of the storm is on this ship. That must have been the power surge when it came on board.
You're right. That's a con energy source. If they call it the Cartabula, it's here.
Is that?
The intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illydian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and falling to the flame below.
Yeah, we got that one too.
We don't know where this ship is going, but we are not lost. We can still do something. We can still fight. We'll stop them from getting the Cartabula wherever they're taking it.
I like this plan, and I shall fight with you.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe I could target somewhere
On
the
the
ship.
ship.
We are reading the warp engines powering up.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
That's all right, Commander. We have a plan of our own. We're gonna stay on this ship.
That is very bold of you, Mr. T.S. Live long and prosper.
I hear voices down the corridor.
We'll be here soon.
I'll guard the door. You just get us out of here, TS.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
They're almost here.
Cargo bay.
There.
Easiest
That's
place.
cargo
They're not going to
bay.
be there.
That is acceptable.
Yeah. They're
Sounds
not going to
good
be in
to
that
me.
location.
Whatever you're doing, do it now!
We're locked in. Order transport.
Come on, Val!
Bell!
Oh, jeez. He's dead.
It's too late for
A
him.
hole right through him.
Carter!
3 to transport.
Yeah. Just a bit. Oh. It's our old friend who's been turned into an alien. Miranda.
Zelda does not appear to have left any warp signature at all. I cannot track its trajectory. Our duty often calls for sacrifice. She knows it, and our people on the Zelda know it.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back. And tell them we'll need medical waiting for Lieutenant Bedrosian.
Yes, Commander.
Through your efforts, we were able to save almost 100 Illydians from certain death. As for Lieutenant Bedrosian, well, Val will do her best, but the prognosis isn't very encouraging.
Lieutenant Bedrosian went above and beyond her duty. She deserves a commendation.
I'll see what I can do.
Commander Rydek, I heard what you did. The sacrifice you made for our sake. You saved not only my life, but the lives of my crew. An incredibly heroic...
Any emergency, call back.
Lydia is in your debt. We cannot thank you enough.
Just doing our duty, Admiral.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Of course.
Now.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had to deal with something on a phone call, but I am back. And I do apologize. I hope everyone is still here. And we will continue where we left off. Alright.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari or Takan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you too.
Are...
I can't afford another mission gone
kidding
wrong,
me.
and I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. I have every...
That's... you can't do that. You're literally... So you're the captain of the starship, and you want to hide everything that's going on from Starfleet, who you report to? So you only care about yourself. That's literally what's going on right now. You only care about yourself.
Confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
As first officer, I support you. But protocol is protocol for a reason, and my responsibility and duty extends beyond this ship and beyond you as my captain. We have to inform Starfleet. The sooner the better.
And we're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way.
Like, I'm sorry.
Is there any update
You
on
can't...
our efforts to trace
You
and
can't...
sell these warp
You
systems?
can't do that.
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
I have faith in our away team. They won't give up easily, and if they can somehow manage to stay alive, then maybe they could get word to us about their location.
That'd be a hell of a lucky break.
Right now, we need all the luck we can get. The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
We shouldn't take any chances. We should at least alert Starfleet that our system was compromised.
I agree with Commander Rydek. We should let Starfleet decide how they want to handle it.
And essentially tell them this mission was a failure before it's even over? No. That's not how we're gonna do it. Not on my ship. I want to speak with the Hatari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hatari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds. Assuming the negotiations are off, we no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hatari and the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level, bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
And what happens to the host?
It's hard to say exactly. Some of their memories remain intact, but the implanted Taconian identity appears to have full control. In time, all that remains of the host may be lost entirely.
It's an invasion. One victim at a time.
Precisely. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
Given the options, this might be our best chance to find out more about what they have planned.
I couldn't agree more.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Duridium infusion.
Looks like I am.
I'll give you two a moment, but she needs...
Hello, Grotto.
I understand.
The game keeps getting better.
Hey, Lewis, how are you doing, my friend?
that
Thank
you?
you for joining. Yeah, no, it is
Thought
an
I heard your voice.
amazing game.
I'm right here.
Where? Before you say anything, I just want you to know I don't blame you for what happened. I heard that last transport made it through. That was our mission, to save lives. So, I'm glad it was a success. And Dr. Duval tells me she can get me my sight back. Eventually. I just hope this isn't the end of my career. Can't be much of a tactical officer if you can't see what's coming.
I have absolute confidence in Dr. Duval. If she says she can restore your vision, then I truly believe it's possible.
I hope you're right.
All right, you two. Lieutenant Bedrosian needs her rest, and you have an infusion waiting for you.
I will check in on you soon. I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Aside from almost running out of Duridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however...
Go on.
You see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. I was relieved you called him out on it. You've spent enough time with him now. Seen enough of how he runs this ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. It seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success, and I am concerned he'll do something rash to ensure it.
Good to know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear, I care about Solano, I really do. I've been his doctor for years. But there are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Jara.
Monitor your Duridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like he was never there.
feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well, I couldn't just let you die. Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
We saw the truth down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
It's always better to know. No matter how awful, the truth is better than living with a lie.
I am coming around to that thinking as well.
Commander Rydek, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
Interesting. Alright. So, one of my crew members is now blind because of me. But at least we managed to save a bunch of people. So, I mean...
They haven't found
we're good, I think. We're good. She's just gonna have to get one of those Jordan LaForge visors.
We have no idea when or if the Resolute is gonna catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that?
Okay, so we need to find a crate big enough to hold all three of us. What?
Up there? All right.
Everything is good, okay, Hand?
The internal sensors.
Yeah, no, I know.
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several.
If you cut them up, the bodies will fit.
We'll disable
If I cut them up, the body. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Why does he look like Sid from Ice Age?
I don't know.
I got the ones over here.
He's an alien. Alright, so we have to use our phasers and destroy these damn things.
Got one. Another down.
Out of this world.
I am. Only one left.
Only one left. Oh, you sneaky bugger.
Here it comes. It worked. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again,
Fart.
I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. She had you in her sights, and she didn't shoot. That means the real Miranda is still in there. The Takan don't have her. Not completely, at least. She must still feel something.
The person who shot at us wasn't Miranda. Don't think for a second that she turned on us. Because I don't.
Neither do I. I know she played us, used our sympathies, your relationship to break out of sickbay. But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
You better watch your tone, buddy. We risked a hell of a lot to come help you.
And our crewmates were injured, killed, in the process of rescuing yours.
I'll grant that you showed your grit and effectiveness. More than I can say about accessing ship systems. They blocked out helm control, propulsion. They're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
Let us help.
Fine.
It's your... Okay. How it's his own ship, and he doesn't know how to work the panels? So now I have to help him?
Must have turned someone in command.
I don't know anything about this technology on my own ship. What are you talking about? I'm just here for fun.
I can see the course they have plotted in.
Okay.
We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen.
Huh.
We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the Quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Elydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry. But it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying. Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there? Itasca, are you still there?
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on the ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's
yeah,
Itasca.
exactly.
You're going to have to
because
trust
they're
I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her.
mind
Clear
manipulation.
Not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
Okay, what kind of a crewman are you that you know the ship, but you don't know anything about the computers? So what do you do on this ship exactly, sir? You just exist? You just exist, but don't know how anything works? You have to get people who don't know anything about your ship to help you?
Approach.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you couldn't be trusted when you sided with the Illidians. Your intentions have been clear from the start.
A warp-disrupting beam originating from Tau was holding our ship hostage. This is a farce. You never had any intention of negotiating a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Illidians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
That makes no sense. What did they do to you?
They convinced us that this was the best deal we were going to get.
I thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves, the better.
The hell we will.
Captain?
What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole? I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
We came at your request. To help solve the problem, not create
You came
one.
because I wanted to see the mighty Federation for myself. The greatest power in the galaxy. Needless to say, I was disappointed.
They never wanted our help. They were setting us up from the start. Commander Rydek saw what you did in those mines. How you bioformed innocent people against their will and turned them into Takan.
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was once ours. So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
That may play well with your bioformed friends. But your empty threats don't scare us.
Just a friendly word of caution. You'll know when I'm threatening you. You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop.
Yeah, against their will, because all you're doing is enslaving people. Using like these stupid crystals.
Starship captain or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Seize them.
Get us out of here, now!
Beam us out.
You ever done something like this before?
Close quarters combat? Infiltrating an enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
That must mean she's a good soldier.
The very best.
We saved your life. What does that make us?
We aren't out of danger yet. But once we have my comrades, proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge. Then, our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP is just down that corridor.
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster. There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
I can see why they're trapped in there. But that's gonna be just as hard for us to cross.
We'll need to find a way to get in there and shut down the power. The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
It's heavy.
Alrighty, so it looks like I'm gonna have to cross all this. We need to shut down some power here. Oh. Perfect. Down here. Possibly. Okay. Oh, there's the other panel. Oh, wait a minute. And our final panel. Looks like it's right here. Of course. How did I not realize that was going to happen? Did that even shut off power? No. Alright. So I have to go down and over. Oh. Damn, alright. Like, how... I shot that guy, like, right in the head. He's still alive. Alright. Interesting.
Fool!
You! Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They backed us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
I think they've given up on capture.
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You! Give me a hand with this! Go! Go! Behind us!
Fool!
Go, Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Fall back! Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
Shit! Alright. Gotta try that again. Okay. Damn, alright, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, explosive barrels to get rid of all these guys. It's gonna be interesting.
Fall back! Hold him back! We can't let him reach the stairs! Just run in there.
Must live to fight.
We let the enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illidian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We've lost people too. I know it's not easy.
What makes it worse is that when we were in there, trapped, Hadri is the one who said that we had to live to fight. And we all agreed. We said, if one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty rough.
Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
I wish I could tell you otherwise. But it's not real. Galvin orchestrated the whole thing.
I don't understand. Then what happened? I really thought there was a deal.
Galvin bioformed the Illidians into Takan.
What? But what about the Queen? Or the Hotari people? Please tell me they're okay. That there's something the Federation can do.
The Queen was not herself. She deferred to Galvin at every turn.
She'd never do that. Never.
But I can't say for sure she's been bioformed. Or anyone beyond that chamber.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore.
You're always safe aboard this ship. And you're welcome to stay as long as you need.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hotari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Commander Rydek, we need you on the bridge immediately.
Oh. Commander.
Good to have you.
Oh my god. I was joking when I said she was going to get a... They actually gave her Geordi's visor. Oh my god. Okay, I was not expecting that.
You didn't opt for the ocular implants.
Maybe someday. The visor was the best the doc could do on short notice.
We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar. Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us. Commander?
Have you tried hailing them?
Try it.
Hailing the Elydian ship now. No response.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Photon torpedo.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydek, modulate the shield frequencies. See if you can get us any cover.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another. There!
We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
On screen.
Commander Rydek, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
Sorry to disappoint you, but he's alive and well.
Good. I wouldn't want him to miss out on any of this. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment, but I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first. Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
If you want to destroy us, then I invite you to do your worst. We'd rather die with honor than beg for your mercy.
You may just get your wish. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. I don't think you'll find my threat so empty now.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
mercilessly slaughter you. So I've decided to let you live, despite your insolence. Tell your Federation that Takan are as merciful as they are powerful, that you were fortunate to escape with your lives.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydek, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
I think we don't know enough. We need more information.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Andoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
According to Commander Riker's records of meeting Portal 6-3, he was willing to listen to reason. We may be able to convince him that Galvin is wrong.
Or he'll just be happy to learn his civilization is making a comeback. In which case, we only compound the problem.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek. Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship. So we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover! Take cover!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Damn!
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge. That'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never see it coming.
It's Oscar. Get ready to charge.
Charge?
For some gravity polarity. Now!
Amazing.
Close in.
How do we get them down? What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
It's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
These prisoners can be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
Well, I can't.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They were all over this place.
Alright, so we managed to take over the bridge. Now we gotta find a way to stop this ship before it gets too far away from the U.S.S. Resolute. So, exploration is in order.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Engine's a red line, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
This console looks unaffected. These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the input. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
If we're careful, maybe we can blast the crystals off with our phasers.
All right. Just use caution.
Not a scratch.
There are other consoles to try.
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This This control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from? Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure. Trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble. There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
Under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
Alright, so there's something we're missing here. There's gotta be a specific... Oh.
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Whether it's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed.
That's just two sides of the same coin.
It's what?
Either way, we both want to stop the Zeldi.
Ah, yes. And we will find a way to do it.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power. That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you.
prospecting was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it. Weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta. You can't control the ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Ah!
Let's talk.
Oh, number one. I guess we're going to be
The
communicating with Riker
Communications
now.
officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Yeah, this is where we meet up with
Damn.
Captain
It's
Riker.
worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well. Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
So we're completely defenseless against the Takan.
It looks that way, yes.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through. Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have?
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Resurgence 6.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
And let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
I would say the crew.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many. You have been hanging around Ambassador Spock. But the truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive. Or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
From the report, it seems he wields an incredible amount of power.
More than you can imagine. He's able to reach out and grab hold of starships like that, and let them go, just as easily. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, In the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
You're not the only one who's met the Takan anymore. We've faced them in combat. We're not just the right ones for the job. We're the only ones.
All right. Asked and answered. There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi-Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Machiavelli?
Your advice is well taken,
Machiavelli.
Captain Riker.
That's funny.
No matter what he throws at us, we'll stand up to this Takan Guardian.
I'm sure you will. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious, which is why I'm asking.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps. I thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
Riker's ship is at risk. They all are. I can't believe you would want to keep that from him.
That's one more thing I'll have to answer for. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
God, he's an idiot. All he cares about is himself. He don't care about anybody else. The stupidest ship's captain ever.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy. So be ready for anything. Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
I liked you a lot better when you were Ryan Kapoor. A pain in the ass sometimes, but a stand-up guy when it counted.
You weren't friends with the one who gave up this body.
He didn't give it, you took it. And all the others.
My name is Losa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. I am but one of many. We who took a leap of faith across the bridge of time to be reborn in these bodies.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
It's coming alive.
He can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not if they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life. When my fellow Scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, why not? This guy's kind of a dick anyway. Let's just get him to talk so we can get the hell out of here.
I get the impression you know how to make people talk. Think you can break his arm?
No, don't!
What the hell, Carter? We don't torture people. Did you forget what uniform you're wearing? What it stands for? This isn't like you.
He'll live. Isn't that what you want?
Don't you twist my words like that.
I have only just begun.
Stop, please! Wait! The warp cores. Our technology is amplifying the ship's output, and it still relies on the warp cores to provide plasma to the engines. Disable those, and the ship grinds to a halt.
Sabotage.
This display is for all life forms on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are. The central artery of ship systems. Sensors, propulsion, weapons. And this is engineering.
It's deserted.
If I can get us there, can you cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
You just worry about getting us there. I'll handle the rest.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded.
Oh shit, she found us.
You made it off. And knew
through
he
the
was there with you too,
communicator.
Ray. It's good you two are together.
Believe me, I don't want to be here either. Looks like neither of us get our way.
But Carter, I am going to get my way. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge, lost for 500,000 years, that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery.
You have Miranda's voice, but you're not her. And you don't know me.
Of course I do. I remember... well, I remember everything. I remember us. So I'll just explain the reality of what you're up against. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
You think there's some sort of compromise to be had here? After all you've done? The only end of this is when you surrender.
After all we've done? You can't think we'd give up now. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Set to stun. You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
You already broke his arm. What more do you want to do?
I want to eliminate loose ends.
And I did that for you.
Solve the problem of what to do with him. Now let's move it.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those iridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up. Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
God, he's got an annoying personality. Alright.
If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing, that they served as energy collectors. It could be a good sign they're inactive. The Guardian of the Takan doesn't have his guard up.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Another dead end.
2-hour mark.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Face fuchsia tongue out.
Devolve to Resolute. Beam crewman LaRue directly to
Yeah,
medical.
well, it's going to be a little bit longer because you took me away for like over 10 minutes for a phone call.
Not all crystals work the same.
But yes, thank you.
Don't
I'm
fire
aware
your
of the
phasers
time.
at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Jazz was right.
It's my honor.
Bully, we want to be able to ignore you in chat.
Ha 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 ha, yourself. Alright. So let's,
I wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
Dashing away.
okay, you guys need to stop. Like, seriously. You don't need to come onto my streams and cause problems. When I'm done streaming, I will join the party. That's what I normally do. So, thank you, and please stop what you're doing.
I just wanted to fart loudly, crying face.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Alright. Tetrametric crystal formation. Tetrametric radiation detected. This crystal may be creating an illusion that can be dispelled with a phaser blast.
Oh whack, the chat disappeared.
Commander!
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
So you're shooting radiation crystals?
There are tetrametric crystals on a planet that are hiding illusions. So when we shoot at specific crystals, which we scan with our tricorder, specific crystals that we scan will unveil more of the illusions so that we can actually make headway on the planet.
Tetris metric system crystals.
And I don't feel a particularly strong
No,
urge to find out.
tetrametric.
And
If it was
two of us.
Tetris metric, they'd be sued by Nintendo, because Nintendo sues everybody who steals any of their ideas.
Tetris. I'm suing you for not going across the bridge. He said trust.
But yeah, for the first game by Dramatic Labs, this is actually pretty good because like when you think about it, they used to be known by Telltale Games.
Bombastic side-eye.
They used to be, oh my god, they used to be known by Telltale Games, and then Telltale Games ended up disappearing, and now they're back as Dramatic Labs, and this is their first game. Their next game is going to be a game called The Expanse, and then A Wolf Among Us Part 2. So at least we got roughly 3 games out of them now, coming out this year.
Not bad NGL, the games look way better detail-wise.
I assume you've noticed the bridge we crossed to get here is no longer tangible.
Ah.
Where's Brandon?
If logic prevails, there's a way to get it back by finding the
I'm
right
assuming he's home.
phasers.
He's probably in the living room
Getting some
playing on the
faint
Xbox.
readings from inside that mountain.
We don't exactly hang out all that
I'll
much.
stay here. In
He
case
does his
the
own
bridge
thing, I do my
decides
own
to come
thing.
back.
Commander, my bridge has been burnt. Execute order sticks and stones.
Good.
Alright, so that was hiding a cave.
Jazz asks if you muted him.
I hid his comments on the channel, yes, because he was saying stupid shit. I prefer not to have to deal with that on my streams. It seems like every time he joins my streams, he always does something stupid. Tetrametric radiation.
That's why I act professional on this account.
Well, yeah, and it's also your streaming account. So you don't want... I get that. Trust me, I get that.
He follows my lead on my other account on FAO.
By the way, guys, for anybody else watching, check out XLineBoyX's channel. He has some really good content. He streams some pretty good games, so check him out, and be sure to like and subscribe if you like what he has.
Better go see what's different.
The last crystal. Oh, it's up here. Shit.
On FAO. LMFAO. It's LMFAO, that's cringe. Get a new bot, Grotto.
I can't. It's a bot that is through Sony. You can't really change it.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
Oh, thank God I didn't have to walk all the way back down. That's what I was worried about. So we should be able to come up to Portal soon, I would assume. We've made some pretty good headway on his planet, so he should be... You would
Thinking
think.
face, there has to be a way to at least make it speak clearer, maybe another speaker.
No, there isn't. You can only... It's just a default voice, unfortunately. Would be nice, though.
You
because...
assume your assumption of portals.
Incredible.
Shut up!
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Face blue white eyes, face blue white eyes, face blue white eyes, face blue white eyes, face blue white eyes. How dare you command me to shut my...
Okay. I thought you said you were going to be professional. You're not really being very professional right now.
I am.
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plans.
The entire planet has changed. So the entire planet was an illusion. And here we go. Here's Portal.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian? I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Taconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Taconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
You don't have to do anything except help us find them. If that's all you want to do.
I don't believe that.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you doing? Where are we? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them. That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, Jara Rydek. Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I see you're hurting, and I understand your pain. But pain shouldn't stop us from moving forward.
You do not understand me, nor the pain I feel for the loss of our once glorious empire. Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Copliard do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
The only reason any of my people are still alive, why I am still alive, is because the Federation helped us. We would have been extinct decades ago without the Duridium the Federation gave us. If anything, I owe them gratitude. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
God, you're getting really annoying. Just help. That's all you gotta do. I'm not asking you to kill anybody. Just asking you to help us get to where we need to go. But no, it's all a game of trivia at the moment.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Tacon Empire. I left behind everything I'd known, and now you want me to turn against my own people. Betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
These aren't the Tacon you knew. They're a facsimile. They're imposters. And they tarnish the Tacon name.
We faced these questions in my time as well. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Tacon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Taconian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
The Tacon Empire is gone. It had its opportunity and proved unable to survive. There must have been a reason the Tacon have faded to a distant memory. It ran its course. And those of us who are here now deserve to choose our own fate.
You said the Tacon vanished for a reason. I cannot claim our empire was without sin. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Tacon. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Tacon, to understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Away team +1, ready to beam up.
Four warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Well, where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
You're in good hands. We can do this.
I trust that you can.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
What are we dealing with?
Coolant regulator. The thermostatic sensor relays temperature signals to automated coolant valve controls. Some other things I'm missing. Elydian warp core. One of 4 warp cores powering the Zeldi. Thermal output indicates each core alone could not sustain minimal warp, but harmonic infusion of at least 2 cores would produce an exponential increase in power. Radiation casing. Radiation-resistant casing, protecting the warp core's matter-antimatter reaction chamber.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things. Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen? The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
Who'll be vulnerable? Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Do whatever you have to do to make sure we have the time to finish.
Anything?
Anything.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Telling him to do anything when he just broke the arm of someone, probably not a good idea. Because his idea of anything greatly differs from the rest of our idea of anything.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch. We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom, we don't know how much damage that Cartabula will do.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much time.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Alright, shit. Let's try that again.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
God damn it! There's so many. Realistically, we have to go after the ones that are flashing the targets over their head, because they're the ones who are going to assassinate our alien friends. But at the same time, there's so many of them blasting me at once.
You mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I don't think they care.
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get to work.
I really don't think that's on the top of their minds. I have to cover her again.
Can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Cirella, my friend. I'm right here. Not you too.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon. join the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
I swear, we will make them pay for it.
All right, this seems like a good spot to end our stream. We are at 2 hours and 42 minutes into it. Made some pretty good progress today, aside from the interruption by a phone call. But aside from that, we made some pretty good progress. We're, I want to say, kind of close to the end, but not really. There's still a lot more to go, so we may not be able to cover this for another 2 more streams. But we will certainly be doing that tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we stream the final, possibly the final chapter of Star Trek Resurgence. So thank you very much to everybody who tuned in tonight for this stream. Thank you to my father for tuning in. Thank you to X Slimeboy X, Lewis, Kiba Freak, and that's about it. So thank you to all of you for tuning in tonight and watching the stream with me as I play it. It's greatly appreciated. If you guys like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. If you missed any of the previous live streams, hey Adventure Game.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just signing off for the night, my friend. You just missed it. You'll have to rewatch the stream. Anyway, thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. If you missed any of the previous live streams of Star Trek Resurgence, you came in at a good time. Yeah, check them out in my playlist section as well. Check out the Pirates of Geek Vortex podcast in the playlist section as well, where we cover the latest movies, TV shows, video games, board games, books, comics, all things nerdy. So check that out every Friday at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Friday, we are actually going to be doing another Cards Against Humanity stream in the Pirates of the Geek Vortex podcast. So check that out on Olav Productions channel. Yeah, so that'll be at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. And I hope to see you guys soon at the Gamers Grotto. Take care once again. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you tomorrow for Part 4 of Star Trek Resurgence. Take care.